This thing is awesome fun, and it has become a multi-billion-dollar industry. Content creators after content creators talk about how highly valuable YouTube has been as a practical and conceptual. There are big monies to earn here through the money. Join me on this awesome YouTube journey. I'll never play the fool on YouTube pretending that I'm what or who I am not by ways of my any commercial promotional deals that I might clinch in the future shall be of goods and services. I've always enjoyed standing in front of others to tell stories, teach and share knowledge. Experiencing a brief but brutal early puberty period of being bullied on the streets, performing in public has never been a significant challenge. Contrary to popular belief, in certain quarters, the thrill is gone. No complaints, no regrets. If I cannot stand for it through thick and thin, I'll never speak about it. If I cannot use it, I cannot promote it. Genuine Bushido, the way of the warrior ethos. Kokoro reflects, amongst other things, devotion, empathy, honesty, integrity. Initially, I used YouTube as only a platform to facilitate free and easy access to training guides. 2013 saw an abrupt career development disruption for me. I published my first book, When the Mighty Fall, in 2015, and subsequently 5 more books by the end of 2018. I talk about my books and recite some of my poetry on my YouTube channel. I also talk about various socio-political issues that capture my attention and stimulate creative responses from me. I entered the YouTube content creator sphere in April 2010, finally a major practical challenge for me as a then top-flight karate practitioner and teacher could be addressed effectively through the emergence of YouTube. That is, make karate training and exhibitions videos, upload the videos to the platform, and then my students and other interested parties could access the videos at their convenience. The age of the demise of videotapes, CDs, DVDs, and still pictures, instructional materials had arrived. These days, it's a given that we can even offer live online instructions to individuals and groups at any time, from any place to any place with internet access on earth. These instructions, conversations, demonstrations, etc. can be saved in various ways. That is, in local PC hard disks, external hard disks, and memory sticks or cloud computing facilities for unlimited later references until forever equipment or gadgets loss or damage or system viral corruption notwithstanding. Conveyance and sharing of knowledge and information have never been easier and more enjoyable, thanks to YouTube and the multitude of other related modern high-tech social media platforms, from Skype to TikTok, including many others in current and future developments in the overall sphere. With the advent of artificial intelligence in our time, the potential for growth here is exponential. Initially, I used YouTube as only a platform to facilitate free and easy access to training guides for my karate students in Norway and worldwide. The platform would also highlight the other activities I did by way of making a living or profiling my professional life until 2015. I did massage therapy, reflexology, life coaching, and fitness training. Likes, subscribes, and monetization were never areas of much concern for me then. I should have known better. 2013 saw an abrupt career development disruption for me. An unavoidable and eventual bankruptcy looming, I decided to close my business, retiring from karate teaching also. Contrary to popular belief, in certain quarters, karate teaching was never a viable money-making machine for me. Karate teaching was but a deep-seated, idealistic social responsibility venture to which I had dedicated almost all of my life. It made me outright poor in the end. I can never teach karate again. The thrill is gone. No complaints and no regrets. I'll probably walk the same path again if I could start all over again, albeit with the wisdom of hindsight. Whilst it worked for over 40 years of total immersion in it, karate afforded me the kind of joy that money cannot buy. Karate privileged me with meeting some of the finest human beings I know anywhere. Many doors that I never could even dream of entering were opened for me thanks to karate. For all the good that karate exposed to me, I shall remain eternally grateful. Genuine bushido, the way of the warrior ethos that enduring karate practice imparts in some people, can be amazing. It can make for lasting collegial personal relations anchored on the concept of giri, that is a loyalty or obligation, which in turn plays itself out through kokoro, pure heart. Kokoro reflects, amongst other things, devotion, empathy, honesty, integrity, patience, perseverance, resilience, selflessness, service, tolerance, transparency, and trust. The leave of absence I decided to take then in 2013 became an involuntary stay of 5 years and 3 months in South Africa, the land of my birth. After I published my first book, When the Mighty Fall, in 2015, and subsequently 5 more books by the end of 2018, the leave of absence became an uplifting writing sabbatical. I look forward to taking more writing sabbaticals soon in the future. Due to limited access to the internet between 2013 and 2018, my YouTube content creation activity was drastically curtailed. I was too broke to afford data bundles, to say nothing of regular internet subscription contracts. Returning to Norway in late 2018, I continued with the YouTube groove, this time focusing on my new career as a publishing author and poet, with the dream of writing 1,000 books before I turn 100 years old. I talk about my books and recite some of my poetry on my YouTube channel. I also talk about various socio-political issues that capture my attention and stimulate creative responses from me. Content creators after content creators talk about how highly valuable YouTube has been as a practical and conceptual knowledge acquisition tool for them. I share that view. And for those who get it right, there are big monies to earn here through the monetization of their channels. Of course, there are loads of tons of crap distributed on the platform too. One has to use YouTube with care, therefore, particularly regarding the spread of harmful conspiracy theories, cheap infotainment, as well as political and religious extremism. I hope that my audience finds my content agreeable, inspirational, constructive, and educationally useful. No matter how intense I might sound in some of my expressed views on political, social, religious, and other sensitive subjects, it never is my conscious intention to want to disrespect or offend any particular person or collectives. I am not perfect, and I don't aspire to be either. Neither am I any Mr. Know-it-all, although I am intellectually stimulated and emotionally moved by a diversity of existential situations and observations. I respond as I will, given the extent to which I am cognitively enlightened, excited, or challenged by events in my world. In all the above, I am in the pursuit and propagation of fairness, justice or justness, truth, and the joy of life. Not everybody has to like or agree with me and my understanding of the meaning and implications of the concepts of fairness, justice or justness, truth, and the joy of life. But for as long as I live in the free world, according to how I perceive my world to be free, at any one time and space, I shall speak without a fear or favor. From the start, my intentions are good, coming from a place of love and peace for humanity across the border. I speak and communicate in the English language as I do mainly as a reflection of my upbringing, as well as, importantly, my academic and professional training. Like many other South African polyglots, I will from time to time spice up my English with expressions from my arsenal of up to 20 other languages and dialects that I command. Academic training is about learning. Academic training is about learning the fundamentals of reading, counting, and writing at the various stages of school learning, from the creche to university levels. This teaches us about how life on earth works contra itself and the universe. Professional training is about learning specific skills to either solve certain existential challenges or applying the learned methods of problem solving to improve upon already established thinking and or production methods. That's innovation. Professional training is also about learning how to think outside the box of conventional thinking acquired from school. This is a broad-based way of ever pushing boundaries to create new ways and tools to enhance both the quality and quantities of service and production, constantly pushing human progress forward. That's invention. What has YouTube done for me then? Both for good and bad, I've been a center of attraction for as long as I can remember. Standing in front of the camera has been my thing since I was a child. These days, making videos of myself and posting them on YouTube is just an extension of what I know and have profusely enjoyed from before. I was a curiosity as a child, that for having been seen as being different from many other children during my formative years in South Africa and Lesotho. Through academic excellence and its personal exposure attributes, my experiencing a brief but brutal early puberty period of being bullied on the streets, competition sports rockstardom, international sports teaching and leading success, including other professional successes to the present, performing in public has never been a significant challenge for me. Although I'm privately shy and self-conscious, I've always enjoyed standing in front of others to tell stories, teach, and share knowledge and life experiences as necessary. The loner in me can just as easily close in and keep to myself according to circumstances prevailing around me at any time. Performing for a global audience representing values and tastes as many as there are people on earth has made me more conscious of the practical and conceptual quality of my presentations on YouTube. It has enhanced my sensitivity and curiosity about human nature. Therefore, I'll never on my channels speak about what I neither know much about nor understand. If for some reason I need to speak anyway, I'll be transparent and disclose my lack of adequate competence in the matter or matters concerned. I essentially speak for myself, representing no particular interest groups locally or internationally. I am an independent thinker, receiving and neither expecting to receive any monetary nor other loyalty enticing incentives from any individuals or organizations to promote their agendas. Any commercial promotional deals that I might clinch in the future shall be of goods and services that do not clash with my knowledge base or my moral and ethical values. If I cannot use it, I cannot promote it. If I cannot stand for it through thick and thin, I'll never speak about it, neither in the cyber world nor in my literary work in the terrestrial world. If it's too big, too small even, for my cognitive capabilities to fathom at all, such that I cannot work out any reasonable explanatory solution-oriented models for myself, I won't go there. I'll never talk about it. I'll never play the fool on YouTube pretending that I am what or who I am not by ways of my intellectual and physical prowess, personal dispositions or expositions of my values. The number of both genuine and fake YouTube fools with huge numbers of subscribers is mind-blowing. If there's anything I fear in YouTube and other social media content creation, it is the ever-present potential self-exposure danger of my stupidity to the whole world. However, if it does happen that I do incompetently get to expose my ignorance at some point, I wouldn't hesitate to retract and correct myself accordingly once my errors have been brought to my attention. Especially since the COVID-19 lockdowns in 2020, I've come to better appreciate the finer aspects of photography and filmmaking vis-a-vis YouTube. It still is an awesome journey to follow and to learn from the numerous YouTube channels run by leading experts and creatives in the sphere. My current life circumstances and consequent priorities do not permit me to devote time and energy to working with my YouTube channel as much as I would like to. This thing is awesome fun, and it has become a multi-billion-dollar industry for content creators. I'll follow the events of my life and see how long it will take before my channel grows big enough to economically justify allocating more time and energy to its further growth. So if you like and find what I do here of value to you, please tap the like buttons on the videos I post and of course subscribe to the channel. As of posting this video, we have 378 kind subscribers. Let's see if we can hit 1,000 by Christmas. That would be cool. Join me on this awesome YouTube journey of personal development and the acquisition of the skills to master our world and all it has to offer of opportunities and challenges. Knowledge is power. Constructive power is super fun. See you on the next one, and peace.